and welcome. My name is Lisa Blanch. I'm the Asana team leader on the IYTA teacher training course, Diploma of Yoga. And I'm here with Adam, who's one of the correspondence students for the 2016 course. Welcome, Adam.
Thank you very much.
And Adam's come here to the study weekend from New Zealand.
Yep.
So I thought we'd talk to Adam just for a couple of moments to get your journey and why you chose this course and what your experience of the course has been so far.
Okay, cool. Well, I first discovered this course actually at Wanderlust last year. I went to the festival up in the Sunshine Coast and was walking past the stand and thought, oh, this is something that could be interesting for me. I've actually done my 200 hours before. I did that in Bali last year. But what excited me about this course was just how much deeper you go. You know, like when you do a 200-hour training, there's only so much you can learn in 200 hours. Whereas with this, I just found there was just so much more depth to it. My original 200 hours was in Vinyasa Flow, which is a beautiful style of yoga. I love it because it's nice and active and everything. But I did find it was kind of, with this Hatha course, it's a lot more overarching. So I'm learning a whole lot more, and also how to teach a lot different styles of bodies. You know, I find with Vinyasa Flow, it attracts a certain kind of style of body. You know, it's usually 20 to 30-year-old skinny, bendy girl, you know. But there's so many more shapes more shapes and sizes out there. And this course, you know, I could see this course was going to teach me how to teach those people. So yeah, I mean, I'm absolutely loving it. Like, there's so much more, as I say, more depth to it now.
What areas, as an example, what sort of areas would you say you get more depth in?
Oh, even the anatomy and physiology, big time. You know, I'm learning a lot more, going a lot deeper. You know, with the 200 hours, of course, you learn about, you know, your anatomy and your alignment and those sorts of things, but you really only touch on enough to sort of, to help you get people into those postures that you learn those specific, like, you know, 70, 80 postures or whatever. I'm finding with this course, I'm learning way more outside of just the postures. And I find because there's so much more time in between all the classes, like, there's more time for me to absorb all that information. And then, you know, as part of this course, of course, we're encouraged to, you know, have our own weekly practice, you know, going out and experimenting with different teachers and that, and being able to look with teachers' eyes and all the stuff that I'm learning, you know, at IYTA, and then going out to the real world and saying, oh, wow, you know, and sometimes it's a bad thing, you know, like you're sort of noticing like, oh, I don't know if she should have done that, or, you know, but that's because, you know, I can feel my teacher's eyes getting bigger, you know, and I'm sort of absorbing more and learning more.
And what would you say this course has suggested to you are your teacher's eyes? What are you looking for with your teacher's eyes from this course?
Oh, definitely with this one, there's a lot more focus on the safety of it. You know, like I find, you know, that when we learn anything in this course, like in every class, every asana we learn or whatever, it's very, very safety focused first. You know, we do, you know, like we learn, you know, foundation first, obviously, and then, but there's so much focus on that. And I think, you know, in other classes that I've been to, and, you know, with other teachers and that, it gets breezed over quite quickly because a lot of people, and it's, you know, it's fair enough. A lot of people assume that most people in the class know how to do it. So they just, oh, you just go this, when realistically, like, there could be just that one or two people at the back that have never really done anything before, but of course they're too shy to say anything, and they're the ones that could get in trouble, and then you get in trouble. So.
That's right, and potentially that's coming from a viewpoint of one type of student.
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas what we're doing here is teaching people to become yoga teachers who can cater for every student.
Oh, definitely, and that's one thing I find, again, with the IYTA, is like, so many different modifications that we learn here for so many different body types and age groups, and, you know, even like today we had a whole session on hip replacement, you know, and I found that fascinating because I've never met anyone that's had a hip replacement before, and yet I know I'm going to come across that in my class. Right. Whereas now I've got kind of a first-hand experience, you know, spoken to someone who's had a hip replacement and asked, you know, all the questions and everything and all the different things around that. Now I feel way better equipped to go into a class now, and like I kind of feel like I don't know how they feel, but I've got an idea, you know, so yeah.
Starting with some knowledge and a grounding to know how to best look after that person.
Definitely, yeah. So yeah, I'm loving it.
Thank you very much.
No worries.